This was supposed to be a Q&A video, but an hour ago, this video just took a turn because it's really happening. You guys have a lot of questions and I have a lot of answers. I posted on my Instagram and the YouTube community page questions that you guys can ask me, so I have a bunch of questions we're going to go through throughout the entire week. I'm going to be filming some of these answers in the truck bed, while I'm driving, while I'm there, while I'm here, so I'm just going to take like a week to kind of get through all these answers. In the last episode that I've been actually physically going to showings, looking at property, taking it serious, like I really do want land. And we're going to talk about what has escalated since I posted that. And here's a little bit of a sneak peek. That's all you're going to get for now, because we got to break some things down, answer some questions. There's a lot of mystery apparently on the channel, so let's get to it. Will Lila be joining you on your adventures? I'm more of a recent follower, so I didn't know you had a girlfriend until I saw a video with her in it. I love your videos and seeing Sky adventure around.
Hey guys. Eventually. I would like to.
Yeah.
But I'm in school, so it's kind of crazy.
I did say to you guys a while ago that she was starting law school and that she would not be around, and I don't think many of you guys took me that serious, but yeah, I was very serious. It's impossible for her to do anything except for law school.
I don't have time to do anything.
Yeah.
Like, even for myself, or like go on a date night, never mind go away for a few nights, or I haven't even seen, oh, I can't even say that.
You're gonna say
Yeah.
I can bleep it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen like yet, so I literally have no time. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even feel like showering tonight, but
Dang.
what do I say? I don't know, it's stressful, it's crazy.
People just wanted to know if
I'm in the library from literally 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. some nights, sometimes midnight, sometimes 1 a.m.
A lot of people think we broke up.
We did not break up. Becca is stuck with me, so
4 years.
sorry, 4 years next month.
Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys her that she is alive, doing well, and we are very much so still together.
I'm trying. I want to get in a video soon, but I think it'll be after the school year's over, so.
Yeah, this summer we'll try to get her in some more content, but it's,
Even the summer is gonna be crazy.
yeah, internships, you name it. So that's the scoop. Anyways, next question. Not all of these questions are going to be geared towards land that I want to get and all that stuff. This is a conjoined video of all the questions you guys have, and then me slowly but surely talking about the land. Will you be coming back to Newfoundland anytime in the future? That is the goal. That is indeed the goal. The amount of times I just nonchalantly looked at land for sale in Newfoundland is crazy. It wouldn't ever work out unless I got dual citizenship or something along those lines. I would have to really figure that out. Even if I can't own a piece of Newfoundland one day, I will be going back no matter what. It just might not be realistic ever to own property in Newfoundland, but incredible place. Recommend it to absolutely everybody. This one's on par. Do you have any desire to get a home base? If so, which state would you choose? Love your videos. Thank you. Which state would I choose? This is kind of confusing. I went back and forth on my 3 top states, which is all New England. I'm in love with New England. It doesn't get enough love. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. The issue with Vermont, getting building permits and all that stuff is a lot harder there. They're pretty strict in Vermont as well when it comes to a lot of things, and honestly it just seemed like Vermont wasn't a good choice based off of the restrictions they have, etc, etc. A lot of you guys might not agree with me and my decision there, but that's just how I personally feel. I also think it's a little overpriced compared to New Hampshire and Maine, so that was my conclusion on Vermont. New Hampshire, I love New Hampshire. I will own land in New Hampshire one day, hopefully. That would be nice. But the property taxes in New Hampshire are absurd, and they don't have sales tax in New Hampshire, so they kind of get back at you through property taxes. I know a lot of people that live full-time and own properties, homes, etc. in the state of New Hampshire that don't necessarily regret choosing New Hampshire, but struggle with the fact that they chose New Hampshire just because of how expensive property taxes are in the state. So that was concerning for me. Obviously, your property taxes are going to depend on what is on the land, if there's anything, the size of the land. So if I got a small plot of land, it was still going to be more than what I wanted to deal with price-wise. So for now, I don't think it's financially even remotely smart for me to go to New Hampshire, even though New Hampshire, don't think I don't love you, because I do. So then, that leaves Maine. The place where I've had some of my best and worst memories ever. I've hit my lowest of lows and my highest of highs in the state of Maine. And I feel like that's a recipe for making something beautiful there. It just makes sense for me to want to pick Maine. There's a lot of freedom in Maine. The people in Maine are great. The food is great in Maine. The fishing is great in Maine. I do already have friends in Maine. Kind of just all adds up to being a little bit too perfect, if you ask me. Maybe too perfect is not a good thing, but Maine, personally for me, makes the most sense. So yeah, I'm looking in Maine. Maybe I already found the one in Maine. I'm spilling too much right now. The longer this video goes on, I know I'm just gonna basically word vomit it all. So anyways, next question. Sky? Sky and I were just fishing a pond for like 2 hours. Anyways, do I plan to be off-grid? Yes, but no. I would say that every property I looked at was pretty much off-grid, except for property number 3 that I told you guys about that I really like. It does have electric, does not have a sewer, well, any of that, so no running water and no bathroom, shower, any of that. I don't really have like a crazy preference because with my budget and where I want to be, which is out in the middle of nowhereville, you're not gonna really have all of the bells and whistles, and I'm okay with that. Whatever happens, happens. But probably most likely gonna be off-grid.
How may I help you?
Hi, can I do a sugar-free Red Bull with the sugar-free strawberry syrup? When did you get Sky? Was she a gift? She is so precious. Thank you. I know. She's the cutest girl in the entire world. This is kind of a cool story that I don't know if I've told before. So I actually got Sky when I was about 14, a freshman in high school to be exact. So I was definitely young.
Go.
Thank you. Yeah, you too. So I've always been pretty honest and like transparent with you guys that I have a panic attack disorder, and I've been in therapy for quite some time. And when I was 14, I was talking to my therapist, and she made a comment about, oh, maybe you should get a service dog or something along those lines. And I couldn't get that thought out of my head. Naturally, right off the bat, my parents said no. So I did what you do, and I made a Google slideshow, and I presented the slideshow to my parents, and they still said no. But then I went to a store that had a bunch of golden retriever puppies. They were with me. They fell in love. I saw Sky, and she was that one puppy in the corner of the crate. She looked so scared. She had a huge little birthmark on her nose, which is still there today. It's just smaller now because she had such a small nose back then that it looked huge. And she was just perfect, honestly. Like literally the most perfect girl I've ever seen in my life, and the rest is kind of history. I did try to put her into therapy dog school or service dog school, and I was really young, couldn't really afford it. It didn't end up working out, so she never got officially registered as a service dog, but she did go to a few classes. It just, in the long run, didn't work out. She did indeed help me tremendously throughout high school, my adult years, all that stuff. I mean, I'm 24 now. I've had her for such a long time. She's 9, and she got anxiety. I got a dog for my anxiety, and then if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you also know Sky has anxiety, so you lose some, you win some. That's okay. We're both in this together. We both have panic attacks all the time. I love it. It's so beautiful. But yeah, that's the story of how I got Sky. It's nothing special. It's definitely funny, and I'm super blessed that my parents allowed me to get Sky. I used my money that I was using to save up for a car because my first job was when I was 14 babysitting, and I saved up like $1,500 or something like that for my first car, which nowadays wouldn't even get you a tire probably. Back then I was good. Took all my money I had saved up for a used vehicle and got Sky, which I don't regret a single bit. Also, if you're wondering where Sky is, what's up? What's up? You sunbathing? It's 60 degrees out right now, so Sky has been just sunbathing with my brother's dog, her other best friend, so I'm just letting them hang out. I did just bring them inside for a little bit, but I'm trying to get Sky to just be outside as much as she can right now because it's nice out again. The next question is, what is my ethnic background? Ooh, it's a little spicy. Every time I have something spicy, and I get embarrassed to tell you guys I have a bad spice tolerance, it's because I'm Portuguese. I'm Portuguese, and I have no spice tolerance. It is embarrassing, okay? Embarrassing. Do I ever get scared walking alone, truck camping alone in the woods? Yes, but not when I'm with Sky, which is 24/7, so she has way better hearing than I do. I have really bad hearing. I've probably had 6, 7 ear surgeries in my lifetime, and I've lost like 40% of my hearing in my right ear, so my hearing is awful. I need hearing aids actually, but I'm boycotting that. I'm only boycotting it until I absolutely need hearing aids, which is probably gonna be in the next few years. But why are hearing aids like 10 grand? So many questions about Rhea and Taz. Do you have any plans to travel with Rhea and Tazzy soon? We had plans to go ice fishing this winter. That fell through. We had plans to meet up maybe about a month ago. That didn't end up happening. Then we have plans maybe in about a month to hopefully meet up, but that might not happen because we just had a health scare with Sky. So everything's up in the air. Her schedule, my schedule, Sky's health. It is so all over the place that it's nearly impossible to make plans, but the effort is there. Like, we are actively trying almost every week, throwing ideas out on how we can meet up and like hang out again. So don't worry. We both obviously want to see each other. I miss Maria and Taz with everything in me. I love them so much, and I would do anything right now to see them, but I have to always put Sky first. And yeah, we just had a little bit of a health scare recently with Sky, and I can't really sit here and say anything because I don't know what's gonna happen until I think we're exactly 13 days away until her next appointment, because she can't receive any more chemotherapy right now. So there's not much to say on that. I'd obviously tell you guys if it was something really serious and drastic. It's not. She just had a really, really rough 2 days, and it's because the chemotherapy she was on is just not working. So we have to pivot and try a new medication in 13 days. From the day I'm filming this, talking to you right now, 13 days, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But she's being amazing. She's running around right now. She's literally just sunbathing as we speak, so I have faith. A lot of faith. So we'll see. We just have to change chemotherapy. If I wasn't on the road full time, what would I be doing? That's a good question. I have a few different directions that I've always wanted to do. Number one would be what I'm doing soon, actually. I'm accomplishing another dream of mine, which is the land, right? I got some exciting news to update you on that. Number two, I've always been really into DEM officers, like environmental police. One time I was up in the middle of absolute nowhere in Maine and ran into a environmental police officer who is fish and game, and we were talking and basically just saying that there's a shortage of officers, and I would love to do something like that. You are so involved in the fisheries and the wildlife, so something to do with DM, environmental police, fish and game, or what I'm about to be doing, possible land. Don't want to say too much, but yeah, that would be the two directions I would go, definitely. No matter what, I would be doing traveling a lot, just not being able to do it full time if this wasn't my outlet that I'm so grateful for, may I add. So grateful for. But without this outlet, it would be really hard to do full time for a long period of time. So those are the directions I would go. But no matter what, I would be doing van life, truck life, or something for sure. Just not as full time, because this is my outlet, you know? This is okay, it's recording. Oh my gosh. Guys, I got property. I just got land. You have no idea. You have no idea what's going on right now. I was gonna finish answering some more questions tonight in a little bit. Sun just went down, yada yada. I'm a landowner. They just, well, not officially, but they just accepted my offer. I don't know what to say right now because I don't want to share too much with you guys. I feel like this has just happened way too fast for you guys, but for me, this has been months of trying to find a loan company, trying to figure out how much I can spend, how much this, what makes the most sense about location wise. Do I want this on the property? Do I want that on the property? It has been months and months and years, and I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This was supposed to be a Q&A video, but an hour ago, this video just took a turn because it's really happening. I want to show you guys, but for multiple reasons, I don't think it's a good idea that I show you just yet. But I will give you a hint. One of the properties that we talked about in the last episode is the property that I'm getting. It's the one with the little critter friend. So any advice on how to get those raccoons out would be greatly appreciated, because I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm battling back and forth right now on what to do, and we're gonna finish out this Q&A somehow, some way, because I want to be true to my words. I said this was a Q&A. Now this is turning into they accepted my offer video announcement. Whatever. You know what? This is how we do things on this channel. I'm so sorry. No, I feel like we're somewhat kept together, just not today. So what I'm gonna do, like a speed round of questions so we can get through some. I won't go into crazy depth, just so the questions that you guys ask me, I'm not just ignoring now that I just got this news, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to stay true, do the Q&A, but it's going to be a little bit hard because all I'm thinking about is a property that I am getting soon. Soon. I'm going to have a mortgage. Wow. Speed run round. What apps do I use to find all my excursions and all that stuff? I have it literally right here. Road Trippers, All Trails, Hip Camp, iOverlander, and then Harvest Host. Facebook pages, hashtags on Instagram, TikTok videos, all the social media pages and whatnot. So all of that. I do recommend, out of all of these, Road Trippers and All Trails. All Trails if you like hiking, Road Trippers if you want to find a little bit of everything. This is a long question, but to break it down, just basically they're asking what my creepiest and sketchiest moments on the road camping and fishing have been. One time in New Brunswick, Canada, I woke up in the truck and all my windows were open because I got in super late that night. There were homeless people surrounding my truck, and I woke up to how loud they were talking outside my truck, looking through my windows. I've talked about this on the channel before. That sucked. How is Sky? Very good. We're improving drastically every single day. We still haven't went to our appointment yet. It's like less than a week now at this point, so fingers crossed. But so far, she's hanging in there, getting ready to try out a new chemotherapy drug in 6 days. How many states have I been to? I actually use this app called USA Travel just for kind of fun. I have 37 out of 51 states done. Some reason on the eastern side haven't touched Kentucky. So sorry, Kentucky. Favorite thing about Sky would have to be the fact that we just are like connected as one. I know what she's feeling, she knows what I'm feeling. There's no words obviously communicated because she doesn't speak English. She's a dog. I think she has one of the coolest personalities for a dog in the entire world. She's so caring, so gentle, so kind. So I'd just say her personality and like how connected we are probably has a lot to do with the fact that she is my soul dog. So what's the hardest part about being a content creator YouTuber? I wouldn't necessarily say there's a part that's super hard. I'm obviously not going to sit here and complain about what I do. I'm so blessed every single morning to wake up and do what I do. But if I had to pick something, it would probably have to be battling back and forth in my mind whether or not the video I'm making is what I truly want to make, or if I'm falling into like the pyramid scheme of following the algorithm. Because the second content creators start following the algorithm, following trends, you literally can see through the lens that they're losing passion of what they're doing, and I never want to do that. So it's really hard for me to not look at trends, look at the algorithm, and become obsessed with it, because when I have, again, I feel like you can easily tell that I'm only filming something because I know it's gonna get clicks. So I stopped that. I stopped that like over a year ago, and it feels really good. Sometimes I do things that I know is gonna perform better than others, of course, but I also legitimately want to film it and share a story about it. So that's definitely one thing. The hardest part is not getting wrapped up in the nonsense of numbers. Did I go to college? Absolutely not. Almost went to college for hockey. Could not get 20 more points higher in my SATs, and the college that I wanted to go to, that wanted me to go there and play hockey, needed me to bump up my SAT score 20 more points. Couldn't do it. The only thing I wanted to go to school for was to play hockey at that school, and when I found out I couldn't go, I was just going to go to school, so I did not go to college. I go to YouTube University, so. Sibling pup for Sky in the future. Kindest dog in the entire world, but she has no patience for hyper dogs and stuff like that. She's a fantastic with Taz and my brother's dog Callie, and that's really it. She's not vicious. She's not gonna be mean to other dogs, but you can see how frustrated she gets and doesn't want to be bothered. Sky's not very she has no like motherly instincts for other animals. Like, she just doesn't want to be bothered with them. She just likes people a lot more. So I feel like getting her a pup for her would be a bad idea, and it would mostly be for me, and I know she wouldn't be overall happy having another animal with us full time. So no, I know Sky a little too well. She would not like that. I would love to have 2 pups on the road with me, but it's fine. What shampoo do you use? Your hair is gorgeous. Thank you. I get a lot of questions about my hair. I do nothing. I use the shampoo and conditioner from Occur, and that's really it. I change out my shampoo a lot, but I strictly use their conditioner. I just haven't found a shampoo that fits 4 seasons out of the year, because in the winter, Occur shampoo just doesn't do it for me. So, any ideas, let me know. My go-to form of entertainment when you're driving long distances: podcast, call family and friends, and sit in silence. Actually, it's kind of nice. What is the big secret? This was from before I just told you guys. The big secret is Camp Sky's in business. Not yet. Almost in business. If you had to choose again from 4-wheel campers, would you still get a Project M top? Yes and no. Yes, if I had a truck with better longevity. Currently, my truck's almost at 190k miles, which is not great for my truck because they don't really have a record of lasting over 200k miles. So my biggest fear right now is when my truck is no longer repairable, or it costs more to repair than what it's worth, not being able to easily transfer this truck bed camper to another one because it sits on the rail and is specific to 8-foot beds is definitely tough. But if this truck had like 50k miles, heck yeah, this thing would last forever. But it's not. And that is a huge worry for me right now, is my truck piecing out and ending. Yeah, probably my biggest anxiety lately is my truck, because it's getting up there. Becca, are you ever going to stop traveling? No, definitely don't plan on it. Is my P.O. box established yet? I did do Patreon members. I do have a YouTube membership option. I got rid of my Patreon, and my P.O. box is no longer currently, as I'm filming this, not working anymore. When I first got a P.O. box, it was like $100 for the year. They bumped it up to like $350 for the year to have a P.O. box. So haven't really gotten that done. I just didn't renew it. Sorry. Favorite place I've gone to in the past year? Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. Who taught me how to fish? My dad. Will you be linking up with Lojo again? Yes. We tried when I went to Texas, because he's from Alabama, so it was kind of in his way. Didn't work out. We tried recently when I went to Florida before Christmas. Also didn't work out. Maybe third time will be the charm, but we still talk. Absolutely love Lojo. He's an incredible guy. Have I ever encountered anything paranormal while camping? If so, do tell. No. Shockingly, I don't know how, but no, I haven't. What camera equipment do you use to make your videos? GoPro 10, Sony Alpha 6700, DJI Mini 4, and for my lens, it's a Sigma 10-18mm. And then occasionally I use my phone. When are you coming to Alaska? When I have more of a reliable vehicle, or I might just fly out there when a certain someone goes out there. You never know. Is there a place you refuse to go out of all the states? No. My thing is, no matter how many bad things I've heard about a place, a city, a town, or whatever, I still want to go and test it myself, because there's been plenty of places where people say, oh, don't go here, and then I go, and it's incredible. So everyone kind of has different experiences everywhere, and that leads me to wanting to go wherever. So no, nowhere. Nowhere I refuse to go. Is your dog a golden retriever? Yes. What do you use to track your sleep? This I got for my birthday. This is the Garmin Venu 3S. This watch was the only thing I wanted for my birthday, and I told everyone that's all I wanted. So 8 of my family members or something went halves, or whatever you want to call it, and this is what I got for my birthday, and I've been using it ever since. This thing is awesome. I love tracking my sleep. Am I the only one wondering where you use the restroom? Well, I had a toilet in here, and then I decided to put my fridge here and take my toilet out. And then I got this really cheap one off Amazon, and that's all I've been using. And I like it. I used my Ultra camper for years and never had a bathroom in it, so I'm pretty used to being on the road with no bathroom, and I love having even something simple like that. It doesn't bother me at all. That is all the questions that I have on my phone from those 2 forums that I put out on my social media platforms. Hopefully I answered them well enough in the ones that were most important. A lot of them were dictated around land, but I knew I was going to slowly introduce, hopefully if they accepted my offer at one point in this video, but didn't expect it fully, to be honest. I definitely lowballed them a little bit, so I didn't think I was going to get this property and talk about it in this video 100%. Little piece of me was hopeful, but the questions about the land that I just bought, I'm sure, is where is it? What does it look like? What's your plans? And to be honest, that's all going to be said soon, but I also don't have all the answers for you because I don't know. I know that I have ideas, but you guys also don't know the extent of the property, and I don't want to give away too much. So without saying too much, there's plenty of projects on the property that need to be taken care of. I should really get a chainsaw soon. Sometimes you gotta speak things into existence, and I bought this back in October, I think, because I knew 2025 was gonna be the year that it happened. And sometimes when you do stuff like this, you're putting it out into the universe, you know? This video took some turns, some really, maybe figure eights is better to say. Anyways, it's happening, things are moving fast, and I'll keep you guys updated as always, but just know, if I could say more to you right now, I would, but the big reveal is going to be something that I've just been dreaming of, and I want it to be really special. So, it's out there. The offer was accepted. I gotta go through all the legal process, paperwork, and so much fun stuff. And until then, I got nothing left to say to you guys. Just get ready. Look forward to the content. I can't believe that finally Sky's gonna have a massive like property just to run around in. Like, it's for me, for Sky, you know? I don't even know what to say. What a weird Q&A video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Keep you guys posted. I love you guys. And get ready for a pretty incredible ride coming up. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.